'cause you want a bad bitch like this.
In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get flawless looking skin like Iggy's, how to get her signature beauty marks that won't wipe away, and also how to get the wings on your eyeliner even every single time, and so much more. Let's get started.
First things first, I'm the realest.
Okay, so first things first, skin. I'm going for a natural matte look, so I'm using this Kat Von D foundation. I'm applying it with this flat top foundation brush from Tweezerman. It's a little guy so you can fit into all the hard to reach places. I love flat top foundation brushes. They're my favorite because they give you a really airbrushed appearance. And you'll notice that I started with a lighter shade in the center of my face and a darker shade of foundation towards the outer parts. Just blend and stipple away for flawless coverage and subtle definition. And since I'm using this Kat Von D foundation, it's really thick and heavy coverage, so I'm using as little as possible. And here I'm concealing any blemishes that might still be peeking through and any of my own beauty marks or odd freckles so that I can have a blank canvas to draw on Iggy's signature beauty marks. And here I'm concealing underneath the eyes with my favorite NYX HD concealer. You've seen me use this a bunch of times lately, and this little odd shaped Tweezerman brush. It's designed to hug the contours of your face, like around the eyes and that part by your nose. It's usually really hard to get to. And then with this fluffy blush brush, I'm pouncing some powder over my face just to set everything in place, and I'm pouncing instead of swiping just to prevent from moving or wiping any foundation or concealer away from where I just worked so hard to place it. And now for the signature beauty marks. I'm using this Anastasia brow pomade in chocolate. It's just the perfect shade to fake beauty spots, and it's waterproof and won't rub away easily. I've also used this to darken up my own natural ones just on occasion. And then for the brows, I'm using a blonde brow pomade just to fill in the general shape that I want. I based the brows off of some photos that I saw of Iggy, and then I'm going in with a darker color just in some spots to help transition the natural color of my brows, which are obviously not blonde, with that lighter shade. Using two different shades to fill in your brows actually helps prevent them from looking overdrawn.
I finally learned my lesson.
For eye makeup is often very simple, so I'm just priming my lids just to keep everything I apply locked in, and then with a fluffy eyeshadow brush, I'm blending some of this taupey kind of red-brown shadow along the hollows of the eyes, just for some depth. And then a lighter color is going on the lids, and then I'm just blending a bit where the two colors meet just for a seamless transition. But them wings though. See, Iggy almost always has wing liner on and it's really hard to get both sides to match. I love to cheat and use stencils. I actually have a video where I show you how to make your own for like $0. I'll put a link in the description box for you. It just takes a lot of the stress out of lining your eyes. You're welcome. And then to balance out that winged liner on top without going overboard, I'm tracing a tiny bit of the black gel liner at the outer corners of the lower lash line. And then I'm just going to blur that line a bit with a cotton swab. Black mascara, and then for a little bit of length at the outer corners, I'm attaching these half lashes. This goes perfectly with the winged liner, it just accentuates everything. And I'm finishing up the face now with one of my new favorite brushes for bronzer. Iggy doesn't really go very heavy on contouring her face, and neither do I on a regular basis. So I really like this angled dual fiber brush from Tweezerman. It just deposits the right amount of color at a time, and the shape makes it really easy to get some extra definition when and where you want it. I prefer to use matte bronzers that don't have any shimmer just because they look a bit more natural. And then with this fluffy blush brush, I'm adding a wash of a light pink blush to the cheeks. And picking up that contouring concealer brush again, and I'm dipping it in some bronzer and shading underneath the lip. Iggy seems to have some shadowing under there, but doing this is also going to help make your lips look fuller. Finishing up with a bold pink lip, and that's the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful and entertaining. If you're wanting to know what products I use, I'll put a link to that in the description box below. And as always, I look forward to talking to you again very soon. Bye!